Hey everybody, old Big Jim coming at y'all from the bog down here in South Mississippi. Happy Columbus Day, everybody. I got up this morning trying to do some mail calls and then realized that the post office wasn't open. the whole day went crazy, but I had a little, I usually do a modified Monday, but and I had some modifications to something I had to do. I got a friend that had a young child die of crib death, and the grave didn't have a marker, and so I've been making a marker to go on this grave, and whenever I get that completed, I'll take a picture of it and share it. I think it came out pretty good. For a long time, the only thing marking the grave was a wrought iron cross, and it was just laying on the ground, and it was in terrible shape. So I brought that home and got that, and have took and completely restored the wrought iron cross, and now I'm building a cross that I'm going to mount that on and then put it back at the grave. So I'm blessed to be able to do something like that, and it's not really a major deal, but nobody asked me to do it. I'm just doing it because I just like doing stuff like that. But anyway, and I restore stuff all the time that y'all never see, tools and things like that. So, but anyway, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do a modern Monday. How about that? And I do have a modern in my pocket. Now, I may get some feedback on this, but this is a Buck Bantam. It has, I got this from Brother Chuck. Chuck is Briar Patch Blades. Y'all may have heard of him. This is a beautiful knife, man. Just unbelievable. Just a great knife to put in your pocket. Now I got all the Buck Bantams from the micro all the way to this one, which is the biggest one, and just a great pocket knife. I'm gonna set that back here on I got some ham bone blades. Some anvils he had made, and I'm gonna set that back there on an anvil. So when we get to the second part of the video, which is a shout out that somebody in the community has done, or not a shout out, but I don't even know if it's a hashtag, but I'm gonna do it just because of who is doing had people to do this. So I think Mr. Pete up there at Jersey Knife Guy, he's already showed his, and I'm going to show a few of mine. It's not by any means all of them, but it's a few that most of them were gifts. I bought a couple of them off of eBay, and one of them I've had for a long minute. So, but we'll get into that in the second part of the video. Okay, since it's Modern Monday, the other day I showed y'all Amarillo Slim back here's got he's holding up one of them. This is the Trailsman. This is a flipper from Ozark Trail. I bought 4 or 5 of these the other day. They've got some new versions of these knives out there. Now, somebody I'm going to talk about here in a minute bought a fixed blade from Ozark Trail, and I think he's been toting it. He's one of them guys that'll use your stuff, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the one we're going to talk about today is called the Thunderhead. Now, and this is the package that it comes in. $7, $8, $7.97 at Walmart, and it's called the Thunderhead. Now, they had a knife very similar to this, but the thing I like about Ozark Trails is that they listen to the customers. This knife, and I'm going to show it to y'all, came out, it was a black, it had a black blade and had red liners, okay? Now this one has blue liners, so if y'all can see that, but it's a great little flicky knife. Now, but like I say, Ozark Trail listens. Now the other one had, the pocket clip was not reversible, and this one is reversible. So they're listening to what the customers say to them. They're making adjustments in their products, and that just shows me that they're trying to get in there where they fit in there. They know there's a market for these knives. They sell a bunch of them. So, I mean, it's just, you know, for a modern, just a little modern $8 knife you throw in your pocket. I mean, how can you go wrong? I mean, you know, look at that pointy blade. This kind of reminds me of the Kershaw Chill, except the Chill has a little different blade shape, but it's kind of what it reminds me of. But just a great little knife. All right, that's a little modern something for y'all. And before we stop this part of the video, last night there was a live about this lady right here, the Barlow Queen. Now she has 270 subscribers. Now I am on a personal mission. It has nothing to do with her, other than she knows I love her and she knows that I care about her and her husband. He is the guy that had the Ozark Trail fixed blade that I was talking about. It was like a Tanto blade knife. But anyway, she's around 270 subscribers. So here's what I'm going to do. Now, I made a whole list of people that y'all need to talk to. But I'm just going to start with this. Call your barber. Call your veterinarian. Tell your secretary at work. Call your Uncle Bob. Call your baby mama. Call everybody you know. And if half of my subscribers tell one person about the Barlow Queen and go over there and subscribe to her channel will grow. And my goal, and it may not be her goal, but my goal is to get her to 1,000 subscribers within 1 year of her doing what she's doing. Now, she started a new thing, and it's her devotionals. That's where she sits down, and she has a book of daily devotionals, which I have kind of the same thing. I use the little pamphlets you get, Our Daily Bread. I usually read that every morning, keep one in my truck, and when I get ready to go somewhere, I'll sit down in my truck there and read that devotion and process that and try to use that in my life to better my journey and my walk with the Lord. So y'all need to get over there and encourage her to continue these devotions because they're great. She is a big reader. She loves to read, and she's very I don't know when she reads to you, man, you feel like, you know how you used to gather around the big recliner at home, and when your papa would read to you, you know, or my daddy, I was in the hospital one time, got hurt real bad in a car wreck. My daddy came in there, and he read 3 books to me, and one of them was Jeremiah Johnson, and I'll never forget that for as long as I live, because I'm sitting there all hooked up to these machines, and he read to me that entire book, and you know, that's the kind of memories you never forget. And that's what Miss Michelle is doing over there at the Barlow Queen. So I can't scream this loud enough. Go tell your mechanic, if you take your car to get it worked on today, tell your mechanic to go over there and check out the Barlow Queen, and if they feel just Look at it right there. Outstanding. Just outstanding. So I can't tell y'all enough about the Barlow Queen. Okay? So, only thing left for me to tell y'all there is y'all get in there where you fit in there. The Barlow Queen is absolutely fantastic. Now then, we got this shout out I was talking about, and it is a wicked shout out. And I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to get set up on that, and when we come back, we'll discuss the wicked shout out, or hashtag, or call out, or whatever it is. Show me your stuff. How about that? Well, all right, guys. If y'all haven't figured it out yet, the call out that I'm going to, or the shout out, or the hashtag, I'll figure it out, and whatever it is, I will make sure that I put it in the description of this video. So it is coming from this guy right here. Okay, Wicked Blades. All right, Mangus Williams out there in California. And the first thing I need to do is introduce y'all to the newest member of the herd, okay? And his name is the Delano Dude. Okay, y'all look at that guy right there. Y'all know I love my Elefantes. Man, there ain't nothing better than a good old elephant. And that says Japanese. See that right there, Japan? And so that to me, I mean, I love my Japanese knives. But that thing's just pretty right there. So the Delano Dan, just because I probably ain't saying Delano right, but there he is right there. He's joined there. That's the one I got from brother Jeff Jackson up in I think he lives up there in the Northeast somewhere. And then over here is let me get y'all where y'all can see there's Amarillo Slim. He's holding up that wall market now. But anyway, so Mangus wanted to see Zippos, and he wanted to see 5 Zippos. So I went and I got a cigar box that I keep my oh yeah, well, we got one more thing too. In that same package was this pack of, this is probably what's saving Max right now, because Max loves these things. And but anyway, it says, for Max and Milo, sorry Jim, you can't have any. Well, I was very sad about that, because y'all know how much I love my kitty treats. I try to eat it at least a couple a day, but old Mangus he's got a heck of a attitude. He's just a great guy, and he's actually sent me a kit to treat Max, and Max is way better, y'all. Max is doing real good, and I'm very happy about that. Cause I was worried about old Max, man. He's an old soul, but me and him had a little scuffle this morning. I found his collar outside with his rabies tag on it, and was trying to put it back on him, and he scratched me everywhere but loose. But anyway, let's get into these Zippos. Now, the first one here was a gift from Howard Bentley, and out there in Amarillo. Now, he's the one that brought us Amarillo Slim. Okay, and it's a Mississippi. I think it's just says Magnolia State on there. Got a boat wheel on it, but Magnolia State. And this is let's see if we can get it in there. And you'll see it has an H, and it says 24. So if you use the alphabet and you go down to H, that would be the 8th month, or August of 2024. Okay? And you just can't beat a Zippo. Now, I have to admit, I do have a butane that I put in some of these larger, butane refill that I put in a larger of these, the larger Zippos, and I've had it in this one, but I kept, the original. Like I say, in my cigar box full of Zippos, I keep all that stuff. I got Brother Jim at Hunting and Fishing and Praying sent me a wick kit and some flints and all that kind of stuff, and I keep all that in there. Keep my Zippos in good working order. So there's the first one. Now the second one came to me as a gift from, we can get that in there, from Kodiak Edge. Now this is just a standard Zippo, probably ain't no telling where he got it, Walmart, but he etched his tiger claw or his bear claw logo in there, and this one is it says K of 23. So if you do your alphabet again, go down through there, this is going to be K would be the 11th month. So this is a November of 2023. And once again, it's a working Zippo, and I've had the butane in there. Sometimes when I carry, when I get out in the street, sometimes I'll carry that butane with me just because they hardly ever wear out, or it doesn't run out very often. Right now I'm just out of gas, don't have any, so that's the way I'm rolling with that. Now this one, I was cruising around on eBay one night and typed in 1974 Zippo, and this is what I got. And this is if you'll look at the markings on there, it's 4 slashes on both sides going away, and that is, if you look on, I pass out these cards that have the Zippo chart on the back of them, and if you'll go down that and look at it, that signifies that this is a 1974, the year I graduated from high school, Zippo lighter. So I'm glad to get that one. I think I paid $15, with shipping and all, probably paid $20 to get that one in here. And then, of course, y'all know me, I'm the old eBay guy. And I was flipping around one night and hit Zippo, just typed in Zippo. And now this is a flat bottom. Those of you that know this is a little older. Flat bottom Zippo, and it has, if I can get it in there, I think it has 4 straight up and down on both sides. And that makes this a 1966. But what was really strange was it had my initials on it. Well, that was a no-brainer. Old Jab, James Ansley Bryan. So I went in there and clicked on purchase and got that one headed this way. So there's number 4, 1966 Zippo lighter that had my initials on it. Just one of those. And the thing about it was, it had another one with it that had my ex-wife's initials on it. Now, I didn't buy it because I didn't have enough money at the time, but when I went back to get it, it was gone. Now, the last one, and this is probably the oldest toter that I got. And the reason I like this lighter is I want y'all to listen. Y'all hear that? Sounds like a queen knife closing up, and I just love that click. I mean, the Zippos have the click too, but this is a Ronson Jet Light. Now, I've had this one for more than just a minute. You can tell it's beat up, scratched up. I have toted this thing for a minute, and it's just a regular old, you could buy these at Walmart today, but it's a gas lighter, and they ain't nothing better. Now, my brother from the other mother, old Mario, that's MIPD_, 1980. He totes one of these pretty regular. And but if you know, you know. And I'm pretty sure that Brother Mario knows. Okay? So just a great looking lighter. Of course, I could probably get out there on the buffer and polish it up a little bit, get some of them scratches off there, but why? All I'm going to do is throw it back in my pocket. So just a great lighter. You can't go wrong. If you go to Walmart and buy one, I don't even know how much they are. Now, I think I paid about $12 or $15 for this one, brand new when I bought it. Probably in the 80s. I don't really know. But I've had it for a long minute, and it's just a great lighter. All right, guys. There you go. So here's what I'm going to ask y'all. Y'all go out there. Brother Mangus has it's a smaller channel, but that doesn't mean anything. His content is awesome. He's just a great guy. Y'all go out there and give him a follow. Give him a thumbs up, and y'all tell him old Big Jim sent y'all. Okay? He's just a great dude, and like I say, he has answered the call many times for me. I can't think of anybody else that I would want y'all to support than Mangus. His wife, from what I understand, she's either a coordinator or a director at a local pet rescue place, and so I think both of them are just great people. Look at that. That's sticker. That's awesome right there. Awesome. Got a little out the front right there on the top. Just awesome, man. Just y'all go out there and follow Wicked Blades. He's big buddies with Arizona EDC, and I think him and Mountain Jar are on each other's list pretty much all the time. So I appreciate y'all. Don't forget the Barlow Queen. And while we're talking about the Barlow Queen, we're trying to get her to 1,000. My brother from the other mother, the person I now deem to be the king of the folded hunter, is HT's EDC. And y'all will see that he is very prominent on the bottom of my coffee mug. Loving them good old big ones, HT's EDC. Now, he's trying to get to 2025 in 2025. So we got 3 months or 2.5 months left. So when you're talking to your baby mama, your mechanic, your veterinarian, your secretary, and all them other folks you're going to talk to about Mangus and the Barlow Queen, also throw up the king of the folded hunter. And the Barlow Queen and the folded hunter king are now what I consider to be knife tuber royalty. Okay? Knife tuber royalty. Y'all remember that. The king and the queen. All right, everybody. Y'all know that Jesus Christ is Lord in my life. I want all y'all to keep a Band-Aid handy. And always remember rule number 9.